Hello, everyone. We're just so happy to have you with us here tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about the freebies for August, and we're going to talk about how you can use some products different ways that you might not have thought about before. But let me just go ahead and show you quickly what the freebies are for this month, because we know at the different PV values, you can get different free product that is well worth it if you're putting a monthly order in and you're close to getting a free product. So at 100 PV, you will get this beautiful little bottle of Tangerine. So everybody on loyalty, the monthly order at 100 PV gets the Tangerine. We'll talk about a little bit what you can do with that. And then at 200 PV, do you have yours, Claudia? The
I'm right here.
okay, Melaleuca, which
Yeah.
is very similar to tea tree. I don't even know how to say the rest of the name, but it's very similar to a tea tree with a few different properties, obviously, because it's a different plant. But Claudia said she got hers in already, so she can show them to you. And at 300 PV is the longevity capsules, which is the longevity oil on steroids. So these are what are the different price points: 100, 200, and 300 PV for this month. Also, for this month, we have another option coming out every month. If you haven't noticed, this is something fairly new. If you haven't noticed, you can get something at 15% off on your monthly order. Every month, there'll be something different, a different product. So this month, it's in packets. It's not like I have it here, but it's this product for your brain, Mindwise. So this works really, really good if you're brain fog, if you're forgetting things, Mindwise is a really great one. So those are and that is 15% off. Every month there's something different, but this month that's what you can get if you so choose at 15% off. So you're getting your 24% off because you've done your 100 PV for the year. Everybody gets that who puts in one order about $100 a year. So you get your 24% off. But then when you get your monthly order, you get that at the 100, you get that freebie every month, something different this month, Tangerine. And then 200 is your Melaleuca. And what I do is I don't usually look at the freebies. I just look at what do I need this month. And then if it's getting close to, I always get the 100, but if it's getting close to the 200 or the 300, I'll just get something else, usually some food like the protein shake I love. I'll throw that in. Or the inner defense is something I always go to for traveling, especially, or when I'm not feeling exactly right, being around a lot of people, I'll throw that in so I get the freebie because it's always well worth it. If you're within 20 PV, about $20 from getting a freebie, throw something in there so that you get the extra free because it's worth the money that you'll put out, you'll get more back. So that's what I do. If you can do it financially, that's just the way. I used to be so enticed with all the freebies. I'm like, I have to get them all. And this month I actually did put my order in yesterday, I think. And I got them all because I just needed so much stuff. What Javen's dealing with now, I wanted to make sure I had the protein shake because we'll have that for breakfast a lot. And that can be a little extra something to pump him up. And then I got my inner defense because that was kind of low with all the traveling that we've been doing. And what else did I get that was something that my Ningxia Red. It was every other month, it seems, I get packets for us of the Ningxia Red. So I needed all those things, and I'm like, I'm really close to getting all the freebies. So I didn't get it yet, but I think Claudia did. So do you want to add some to this?
I thought I got my order in today, but it didn't come in today. It was a different beauty order. But I wanted just to do the choo-choo train on Chris's because the other thing that's really good for Javen this month and really for all of us is the longevity. So the longevity is a powerful antioxidant vitamin. Anything that's antioxidant. I don't know if you guys remember that. Last week, I think I talked about the phyto, the blue phyto, and I showed the deep spectra frankincense. Dr. H.K. Lin from Taiwan, he showed us a way to combine them, to combine the deep spectra and the phyto. That's been a game changer for me. But the longevity capsule, anything that has frankincense in it anything that has the powerful oils in it. Sometimes the supplements are a less expensive way, especially when they're gifting it to you, in a way that you could try it out for a month. The longevity capsules helps normalize cells. It helps the oxidant, not for our bodies not to oxidize. So anything that helps us in that aspect, for whatever reason, August is the month that everybody starts to think about wellness, especially because school starts in Florida. Up north, it's usually after September. But if you look around, right around the time period right now that we're in, a lot of people are battling sinus issues, immune system issues, health issues. So that longevity is just awesome to have in your arsenal. The other one, the Mindwise. Chris, how much do you take of it a day?
A tablespoon.
Okay, so when I went to the Young Living thing in Orlando, again, all the scientists and the doctors there, if you are having severe, you know how sometimes you go through a period, you have trouble focusing, you have trouble with memory, you have trouble with brain fog, you have trouble with concentration. So that mind wise, now my husband has those kind of issues. My father-in-law has those kind of issues. The mind wise, what they recommended is for you to double the dose for 2 weeks and then do the daily tablespoon. So the packets that come in the MindWise, the 15% off for the month of August, you would do a packet in the morning and then a packet at night if you felt that you needed. Remember, a lot of people since 2020 have been suffering a lot of memory issues. If you lost your sense of taste or smell during 2020, MindWise is good for you. Sometimes we don't think about that. We think, well, it's my nose or it's my mouth. I lost. It's connected to the brain. It's connected to the brain. So MindWise is that college commercial. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. The older we get, the more we appreciate our brain, controlling our emotions, controlling pain, controlling the electrical circuit that's for your whole body. And so MindWise is no joke. And if you look up the supplements whenever you go into your account, it has things like Q10 in it. It is powerful, powerful. It has turmeric in it. So, what it does for inflammation, what it does for brain activity, it's not something we take for granted. And for it to be 15% off, remember, it's 15% off only on loyalty. So, if somebody was to place a quick order, you would not get the 15% off. So, sometimes those 15% off, that's when I stock up if the supplement is important to our family. So when golden turmeric was 15% off, that's big for my husband. I stocked up on that. I bought like 4 of them. When the prostate health was 15% off, my husband's like, don't. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. And so now we got MindWise 15% off, and there's no limit on a loyalty order. So, it's time just to look at family members. If you feel you're nice and sharp and you're in a good sense there, for a lot of my friends and family, they're looking at their loved ones. They're looking at family members that maybe dealt with a stroke, family members that have a touch of, I don't want to say any medical term, but, forgetfulness, forgetfulness. And they'll see a huge difference with the MindWise. So that was the one that was pretty important for me.
Nice, nice. So let me give you some facts here, some more hardcore facts. So starting with the tangerine, let's see if I can get the right one up here
I
for
got
you.
that one here. Yep, I got it.
Yep, that one I have. This one, I just had it in here, so you guys know that, but that's what it is. You get that bottle of tangerine, which happens to be this bottle of tangerine, and this is where I just put it because I love sparkling water and I love a drop of a citrus oil in there. So both of us just had a glass of sparkling water and a drop of tangerine in it. And it's a happy
Now for
meal. Yeah.
for Javen, put in 5 drops.
Oh.
No, I don't do a drop. I drank it tonight too, but I do at least 5 drops. So just, especially if you're in the love your liver mode, tangerine, don't forget that, Chris. All right, keep going. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
Okay. No, it's okay. Let me see. I'm probably going to bring the wrong one up here because I can't see what these are. All right. What am I showing you guys? Let me see.
Longevity. That was longevity.
All right. Hold on.
Hi, Javen.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm going to say hi to everyone here.
I thought you had a call to do tonight.
Oh, he went this afternoon.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Well,
right. Back to business. All right. No more catch a can. That's it. All right. Let me look here before I bring up what I want to show you all. I want to find the right one. So I get the right number. So I show it to you.
Do you want me, when you look it up,
Go
to read
ahead.
something out of my
Sorry.
reference book for Tangerine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the tangerine, even though it's a solid color, this is something that beneficial that you get for being in class with us. It's the same oil as the white label, so I need you guys not to forget that. And that means you could take it internally. So internally, it's cleansing. If you're trying to do weight loss and you drink several drops of tangerine before a meal, you will see that you eat less and you don't have to go Ozempic. You know what I mean? So tangerine it's nice, it's smooth, it's cleansing, it's got the D-limonene in it. Um, it is good for irritability. It is good for decongestant. Hold on one second because my eyes are just not what they used to be. Yeah, so natural weight management. It's excellent for the liver. It's excellent for the liver. So when you are doing something like here for the digestion or the gallbladder or gas or bathroom issues, then you want to take it more than once a day. Do you know what I mean? Like a drop wouldn't do you. You'd want to do a few drops with your Ningxia in the morning, a few drops, like Chris mentioned. You could use it with water, you could use it with sparkling water, and you could use it directly over the liver. It's incredible for the lymphatic system. So if any of you guys have a lymphatic system that's clogged, that's not moving, remember if your lymphatic system is clogged, that means you're not healthy. That means your body can't get rid of stuff that needs to be gotten rid of. So the lymphatic system is just, it helps with the draining. It helps with water retention. So that's good to know. In the diffuser, it's a massive mood booster. And what's nice still about citrus oils is that they don't break the bank. But that doesn't mean that they're not powerful and that they're not useful. So the oil comes from the skin. So tangerine is just awesome for also the nervous system. And it says tangerine can soothe emotions such as grief, anger, and shock. That's good to know. That's good to know. So to use for it emotionally, put it over the liver. Make sure you put a few drops on your hand to inhale. For those of you that are in Florida or you're in a sunny state, the only thing caution you have to do is don't put it on the skin that's exposed to the sun. You could put it if you're wearing a bikini to the beach, you're not going to wear it on your stomach. But if you cover up, it's good for you to rub it on that belly and over the liver.
Thank you. Um, can you guys hear me? Am I
Yes.
okay? Good. I'm sorry, I'm doing like 16 things at the same time. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Okay. I can't get it where I can show it to you for some strange reason, but here are some things that I looked up about tangerine that I want to go ahead and share with you. So you can diffuse it. Some of this might be a repeat of what Claudia already told you. It's great for your home. It's great for where you work because people are not going to complain about the scent. It's so light and beautiful that it's not going to, if you're working around others, they're not going to have anything to say. Calming, like Claudia said, it's a sedative for your nervous system, but it's great for grief, anger, and shock. If you're dealing with grief, anger, and shock, like she said, the lymph system, the circulatory system. Tangerine mixed with cypress on your feet will make a beautiful massage if you're dealing with circulatory issues. Um, Tangerine and cypress, and maybe under compression socks if you're going on a long flight. That's another idea for you. And like she said, it has the D-limonene in it, and this is great for protecting your cells. So those are some of the things if you didn't get it the first time, maybe you got it the second time that I want to go ahead and share with you. Okay, moving on. What's number 200? So you don't have yours there, huh, Claudia?
I have it. I have the Melaleuca here. Yes,
Okay,
I do.
go ahead.
I do
Go ahead.
have. So the Melaleuca, quiniveria, which is a Spanish word, and I should have said it a lot better than that,
There
is
you
an
go.
antiviral oil, anti-inflammatory. Um, it's a protector against radiation. Isn't that good to know? So we get radiation sometimes naturally, sometimes not naturally. It's a strong tissue regenerator. A strong tissue regenerator. So if you have a wound, this is awesome to use on your on first aid kit. You know how sometimes we have a to-go bag? So this is an important oil to have for your first aid. It's a tissue um, regenerator. It also helps with respiratory allergies, infections, hemorrhoids. So this is fabulous. Now, this is also something you can add to a shampoo. You know how sometimes when your kids go to school, they come back with stuff you don't want them to come back home with? So adding this to the shampoo, what I used to do with my girls is I would wet their hair in the morning and you could add a few drops to their scalp and then braid their hair, put it up in a high pony. But this helps just your kid to come home to school and no extra friends. Because in the school system that we have now in Florida, the teacher's not allowed to tell you if a child has lice anymore.
Hmm.
And so then you would know it for yourself when the hazard hit. So this is kind of stuff that protects us. It protects us from infections. It protects us. You can make it in a spray to protect your skin when you go outside. But the Melaleuca, this is an important part to be part of the first aid kit because of what it covers. This is fabulous.
So also it is really, really good. Just to add, piggyback on what you said, cleansing for your skin, hair, nails, and bad odor. So use very similar to tea tree, but it's a little bit different. Also, it's a nice astringent for your skin if you're looking for that. It's in the Melrose oil if you're wondering some of the places that we might find it. She already mentioned that it's good for EMFs, supporting your lungs, sinuses, concentration. So you could put a couple drops to fight odors in your laundry. That's an idea for you there. On your wool dryer balls to get that freshness in your laundry. You could mix it with some citrus oil, some vinegar, and make a cleaning spray out of it. If you want, if you something stinks, maybe your garbage, drop in there. You can always take a cotton ball, put a drop in there, throw it into the garbage. Mix it with some baking soda, sprinkle it in your shoes.
Yep. And
That's
it's good for the muscles and bones as well. So it's good to be used as a massage if you wanted to, because I just looked that up. So I forgot to mention muscles and bones. So, like if your feet, if you have athlete's foot, if your husband has feet you really are embarrassed by, put it in his shoes. Put it in his shoes. And a foot rub with this would just help the body align in the sense of balancing odors. Because sometimes odors are hormonal. And so this oil would help the source of the odors. I'm not crazy about the smell of Melaleuca, but when it does the cleansing, the Melaleuca smell goes away as well.
perfect. Do you have the longevity there to show the size of the capsules? That one I don't.
I don't have the capsules right with me. Nope, sure don't. But
Yeah, I have.
if you start talking, I might
Okay,
have
I'll
it.
tell you what we can do with we have to say about longevity. We're moving up to the 300 PV that we talked about that you'll get with longevity. It has this powerhouse of 4 oils in it, and it's a simple way of using the longevity oil. I've always used the longevity oil. I've never had the capsules before, but it's free if you're getting close to the 300 PV this month. So it protects your body from stress. If you're like crazy lifestyle and you have poor nutrition, think about longevity. It's great for free radicals, oxidative stress. It's a proprietary blend that Young Living puts out there. You're not going to find this somewhere else, and it maintains the cell's integrity. I think Claudia already mentioned that. Here's what's in there: thyme, clove, frankincense, and orange. Orange, also like tangerine, is the D-limonene, and it's great for your immune system. Frankincense is for your overall health. Clove is an antioxidant and it has that eugenol in it. Thyme helps protect the DHA levels in your body and it's good for your brain. So that's the technical aspect of how to protect your cells, why you would want to use longevity oil, or here the easier way, the longevity capsules. So I think there's a picture. I don't know if it's a capsule. Let me see if the capsule is open, but Claudia's supposed to be bringing it for us, and I can just show it to you here. Ew, bring it up here. This was the Melaleuca. It says, here's another idea for the Melaleuca. You can put it with jojoba oil for your skin. That's an idea for the Melaleuca. Did you get the capsule?
I didn't. I'm sorry, I'm coming. I don't have the size capsule. We've taken it regularly. It's close to the size of Inner Defense.
I was thinking, yeah, I've seen them before and it looks like Inner Defense to me, but I haven't had them because I use the longevity oil. So
Well,
I'm not
we
really
use
sure.
the longevity oil if we go through like something like 2020.
Mhm.
If you're facing something that you have to protect your cells from radiation or protect the cells from, you want to have healthy cells, longevity has just been a powerhouse for a long time. So taking it internally, the pill is a more concentrated form. I just think it's awesome.
Perfect. And if you can get it for free, you can't beat that.
Yep.
So those are the ideas. Do you guys have any questions on the freebies for the month? Feel free to, I do have one more point here. Let me find, we didn't talk too much about the Mindwise. Well, Claudia did a little bit, but here's some more ideas for you about Mindwise. Let me see if this is the proper one here. This is what I want to show you. So here's some ideas about Mindwise. If you have, like, I have this one. Obviously, it's a little bit cheaper, not free. So now, well, not with the 15% off, it's probably going to be about the same price, I would guess. I didn't do the math, but this is generally a little bit cheaper to get it in the bottle than get the packets. But with these being 15% off, it might come out just like that. But why would you want to use Mindwise? Claudia told you a bunch of things, but you need a healthy brain and a healthy heart. It works on both circulatory system and your thinking process. That is what Mindwise is all about. You need healthy brain, cognitive fitness, cardiovascular health. And this is what's in here. The turmeric, like she said, CoQ10, there's D3 in there, Sacha Inchi nut oil. There you go, with 8 amino acids. MCT oil, this is another big thing. I think that's in coconuts. In the Young Living essential oils, lemon, peppermint, fennel, anise, and lime. So there you go. It says this person loves the taste. That was not me. I do not love the taste, but it's good for you. So
I really appreciate that kind of honesty because I'm not crazy about the taste either. But I took supplements. We had to take fish oil. I don't know how many people here love fish oil. Fish oil wasn't, but your mom didn't care that you didn't like the taste. And so Mindwise, and you could see the turmeric. The other thing too, because it's in liquid form, you'll see results quick. So that woman that was talking about her husband's memory issues and he did 2 packets a day or 2 doses a day, he felt and she saw a difference very quickly. So that's the part. It's like if you're taking care of your heart and your brain, this is one of the number one supplements we have for that region.
absolutely. I agree 100%. And okay, so there is the information on the freebies and the discounted product this month. Any questions that you guys have on this that you want to ask? I'll see if I can see everybody here.
I
Hi.
see Diane raising her hand.
Go ahead. I can't see. Go ahead.
Diane.
Diane, um, pardon me. How much Mindwise should you take? I have the liquid.
The dosage
I
is
have
a
the liquid.
tablespoon a day. It's a tablespoon a day. Chris read it. The packets, you
Right.
take a packet a day. But
Okay.
if you feel that you are having significant memory issues, significant, you want to give extra support to the heart, Dr. Lynn said to double the dosage for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And so sometimes they give us little sidekicks when we go to Young Living meetings.
Mhm.
And they give you like ideas, like Dr. Lynn changed my whole world when he showed me how to do the Fido with the deep spectra frankincense. That for me has been a game changer. And it's weird. Um, I I'm going to tell you something. I color my hair regularly. You know, every 2 weeks you start seeing blah blah blah. And since I've been doing that, my gray hair, it's not coming in as aggressively as it was before. Isn't that weird?
Wow.
But then I looked
Hmm.
up stuff and it was like it's part of being the antioxidant. That's the only thing I've changed. And so
Mm.
I looked through my scalp. I'm not saying I don't have gray hair. I do. It's in there. But usually right around my face, I start having the, Ricky Raccoon going on. And I'm like, "Oh, it's coming in." But this time it's been a while and it's not coming in as aggressively as it did before. And so I asked my husband, but my husband never looks at my hair, so he doesn't notice. So I don't, if a female lived with me, they would notice. I don't know that. It's the only testimony I had.
Well,
Nice.
you can put the Mindwise in. I have liquid ningxia.
Yeah, you
You
could put
can
it
put
in your,
that in.
it's if
Okay.
you take it by yourself, you won't ruin, because Chris and I, we don't like the taste of it. I
Oh,
love the taste of my Ningxia. Do you know what I
okay.
mean? And I don't
Yeah.
want to drink. If I could swallow something that's a tablespoon, swallow it, get it out of the way, and then enjoy my Ningxia, that's the way I choose to do it. But now if you have a big
Oh,
thing to
okay.
drink, that's miserable for me. For me, you have to do you.
I agree. I do everything that tastes terrible by itself. So,
Oh,
yeah, I like
okay.
to enjoy my Ningxia too, and sometimes just some ice cubes and just having some fun with the Ningxia. Yeah.
The
I mean,
tangerine is good to add to your Ningxia if you want to give extra, but I start at least with 5 drops. I don't do 1 drop. I do 5 drops because several of the doctors that I follow, they mention at least 5 drops. So if you want to cleanse out your lymphatic system, if you're paying attention to your liver, if you're paying attention to bloating, if you're, I don't do a drop. I do, and I do it a couple of times a day, and I see a difference with my stomach bloat.
Wow.
So
Wow.
tangerine is fabulous and it's a nice big size. And so because you came to the class, you can know this is something we use internally. It's the same oil as the white label. So this comes in the small white label, but this is cheaper. And for the month of August, it's free.
yep. I agree. I mean, even though 1 drop is strong enough to just give you the taste, I just love the taste. That's why I do it. So, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Moving on. Any other questions before I move on? Let me just check out if anybody else has any questions.
Wave at me because I could see you. Chris can't. And I'll
Yeah.
tell Chris who it is.
I'm
Bobby sitting comfortably. I see
Chanel.
Tina sitting comfortably. Pam, Shannon. Nope, I don't see any hands.
Okay, let's move on. We just have some other ideas for you because kids are going back to school. Parents and kids and grandparents all have to stay calm. So here are some ideas of oils you might want to use for your nervous system to stay calm.
Okay.
Harmony is an idea. It's a beautiful one for your nervous system. It's a complex one. A little more basic, peace and calming. Most of you had that if you got the kit to start with. This is one people often use on their pets, even to calm them down. Fireworks time, when the pets are very wild. Try it out and tell us what you think. Valor is another great calmer to build your brain up at the same time. And stress away is that vacation in the bottle. So those are some ideas, grandparents, kids, if you just want, you need a little calm in your life. Yeah, that's where we are right now. So that's something I love. Calm, calm, cool, and collected. That's what we're trying to bring about here. So for those going back to school, if you have any kids, grandkids heading back to school, now they've been on vacation, maybe they're not focused for learning and thinking. Here's some ideas for that. Peppermint is the wake up oil. You need to get going in the morning. That's what you want. Cedarwood is for the brain. Clarity, obviously, is for focusing. Brain power is a super stimulant. That's one I give to Javen a lot. And Vetiver we use as a calmer for the nervous system. So maybe you can't focus to learn. It's great for our meetings too. If you're just kind of out there during the meetings, these are some ideas for you. Clarity, brain power.
Clarity is fabulous.
I love
Clarity
clarity.
is a must have, and you could put it on your scalp directly with a little bit of cedar wood, and your brain is turned on.
Yep, I love clarity. There's gathering and Genesis. Genesis is mixed for kids for under, I think it's preteens. It's really the kids mix. it has some carrier oil in there. It has a lot of beautiful oils like frankincense in it, but it's diluted for children, just so you know. Doesn't mean we can't use it. It's just a super soft oil. And if you have children, you don't have to worry. It's made for them. So those are some ideas for you there. And coming in as a fall, can you imagine fall? Oh, brother. Here are some, yeah, I love summer so much. Here are some diffuser ideas for the fall. Yeah, us in Florida, we're not thinking about fall yet. We're just in the beginning of August, but I do love some of these blends. Um, we have a citrus, orange.
Uh,
You could use, go ahead.
you want me to share the bundle that's on sale for fall?
You can. I have
I'm
a
gonna
picture
send
of
it
it
to you. I'm
in a
gonna send.
second.
Oh, you have it? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I do. Yeah.
okay.
So,
That-
orange, bergamot, and vanilla. You could use your tangerine instead of the orange that you're going to be getting for free this month. A nice citrusy scent that you can have going on in your homes. If you like spice, I absolutely love the Christmas spirit, nutmeg and clove. That is just such a spicy, beautiful blend. Orange spice, orange clove, and nutmeg. That's what I did. I cleaned the house on Friday, so I have in my thieves cleaner bottle. I pulled out my orange creamsicle, actually a little more summery, but orange clove and nutmeg. Cozy season, you have the orange just with the Christmas spirit blend, which is a beautiful blend. Harvest time, bergamot, clove, nutmeg, and crystal. If you want to just take a screenshot of this, then you'll have it when us in Florida here start feeling like fall. But it's nice to have different blends ready to go. Sometimes you put your diffuser on and you think, huh, what am I going to put in there? So those are just some different ideas for the fall. And like Claudia, oh, go ahead, Shannon. Question? If you raise your hand, I can see you. Yes. Oh, you're muted. Got to unmute yourself. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Hi,
Nice to
everybody.
see you.
Yes, good to be seen. That's all I can say, but I'm glad to be here. So, I have a question though, and it has to do with the citrus scents. So, like tangerine, lemon, lime. When we open those, should we store those in the refrigerator after we open them?
I
I
do.
never do.
Oh, you don't? I do. Because
I don't.
I heard that the molecules are light and they evaporate quicker if they're not in the fridge.
That's why I was asking because I opened my lemon one and I only used it once. Next thing you know, I go to use it and I'm like, what happened to it? I
You're
thought it
kidding.
might have spilled, but it evaporated.
Yeah,
So I was
Wow.
just trying to figure out, do I just store them in the refrigerator because they're citrus, or is
I do.
that why? So, okay,
Yeah.
so any of the orange, lemon, lime, stuff like that, store that in the refrigerator. Okay,
Yep. Tangerine.
lemongrass. What about lemongrass also?
Lemongrass, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Claudia,
Thank you.
you never had a problem with them evaporating?
I use them too frequently.
Oh,
I use them in my drinks every day. They're in the hutch. I just make sure to close them. I don't overly close them tight, but I use them in the if it's in the refrigerator, if I put it out of reach, I will not use it daily. So I have a girlfriend that puts oils in the refrigerator, and guess what? That's where they're at. They're in the refrigerator. So I have some, next, like right here, this is my diffuser. And these are my citrus oils that I have by the diffuser. They're right here. Here's my other citrus oil. I just, I need them by the diffuser. I need them by my dinner table. So when I have my drinks or I have breakfast, I put it in and I take it as quick as it evaporates. So I do it daily and it doesn't evaporate on me.
Well, we use ours daily too, but we always get the big ones, the
Yeah.
15 mil, in the
Mhm.
right in the front and center. I have a Tupperware container and I have all my citrus oils in there so I can
Okay.
pull them out. Yeah. No, we use, and I have also, I don't know if I need to keep them in there, but just because when I'm going for drinks, the squeeze energy and electrolyte
Oh,
blend.
you have that in the refrigerator too? I
I
have to tell
do.
Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have everything on the hutch. I have to tell my husband what to move
Yeah.
to the
I
refrigerator.
they're all in the same, it's a big Tupperware container, but I'll just pull it out and say, what do I want? Because the other day I scanned myself and I needed the energy oil. And I'm like, okay, I have it. Pull this thing out. Which one is it? Because I have the lavender. I needed the other one. Lemon, I think it was. Anyway, I've been using it because when I did my scan, that's what I needed. So, okay, this is what Claudia got excited about. Let me go ahead and share it with you. It is a special bundle for the fall. You want to talk
And
about that?
you can get this on the loyalty order, just so you guys know, because sometimes a bundle is the cheapest way to go, and you get you get a diffuser. You save $55 on this one.
It's 55 in savings, huh? It's $129. That's what you get. You get your cleaner, you get a diffuser, and you get those oils that we were talking about. Nutmeg, Christmas spirit, bergamot, clove, vanilla. Yeah.
So let me give you an idea. The vanilla by itself is like in the $40 range. Thieves is in the $40 range. Do you know what I mean? And so you get the diffuser, you get the cleanser. So when they told me that you could save $55, I was surprised that the price was not higher, but you can get this on loyalty. And that Thieves cleaner should last you close to a year. But price it out. Price your vanilla oil all by itself, you know, and it's not cheap. The vanilla oil is not cheap. It's the priciest one here. And that they gave you the Thieves cleaner is just fabulous.
Yep. And just running through them real quick. Nutmeg is good for your adrenal glands. Christmas spirit it's a grounding oil, a tree oil, and orange. So that's a happy oil. Bergamot is citrus, happy oil, great for perfume blends. Orange, happy oil, citrus again. Clove is amazing. I absolutely love clove. Vanilla is another perfume oil, and it's something that you just want in a lot of your blends for your diffuser. Like Claudia said, that's all I have in here. I have white apple cider, not apple, white vinegar. I have white vinegar. I have baking soda, and I have my Thieves cleaner, and that cleans my whole house. So you can scrub everything. You can do your mirrors. So that Thieves cleaner, one capful, I use about a capful a week when I'm cleaning the house. I can do everything with it. And yeah, so you guys should all have it if you haven't tried it yet. And then you have another diffuser not my favorite diffuser, but it works. So throw it somewhere in the bathroom or something. And it's a nice little diffuser. So that's basically what we had for you guys. I don't know if Claudia wanted to share anything else. Let me pull this down. Anything else that you want to share?
That's all I had this week too. That's all that I was prepared for. The
Go ahead,
Mindwise.
Pam. Oh, I know Tara, is she still around? She had a question for you too. Go ahead, Pam.
The bundle, can you get it in Canada?
You can get it in Canada as they call it a NRF. I don't know. We can look. If it's not on the Canadian website, if you look at the Canadian website, it might be there. If it's not, you can order, I learned this, anything from the States, and a not for resale. They call it not for resale. So if it's for your personal use, you can have a Canadian monthly order and an American monthly order, or once a year, you can put your Canadian monthly order on hold and just get the USA monthly order. Yeah, all of that I don't have exactly right, but I just call them up and say, hey, my people want this. And that's what I've been doing. And it's worked so far. Just so you all make sure that you, my Canadians here, tell me what you want or don't want so that I make sure that I straighten that out for you before you end up getting the same order on another month that you don't want because you've already got it. Because we can switch them both out, the Canadian and the USA. We can get different things, but if it's available in Canada, we can't get it in the USA. That is something else that I learned. So it has to be that you can't get it, but it would be nice if it was available in Canada. It makes it nice and easy. I don't know at this site. Yeah, nice. Tara wanted to know, what are your ideas about lemon myrtle, Claudia? I told her mine.
I love lemon myrtle. So lemon myrtle, hold on, let me get my reference material because some of my oils I don't remember, but I was very, very excited to get the lemon myrtle. So hold on just one second because that's a good question. And of course, now that I'm excited, I can't find my reference book, but I will. Here it is. So lemon myrtle, hold on. And I want to be able to read to you exactly what it does. So lemon verbena, of course, is woof, but lemon myrtle is antibacterial, antifungal, candida. Now, you know what else it has on here? MRSA. MRSA. So it is also, it says the leaves of the lemon myrtle have been used as food flavoring, seafood. It says lemon myrtle smells more lemony than lemon. So of course, in the diffuser, it's going to be gorgeous. Hold on one second. And then in the diffuser, remember, if you put something in the diffuser, once you start sanitizing the air, it gets rid of bacteria as well in the air. It says it's strong germicidal powers, twice that of eucalyptus. So for those of us that suffer because of humidity, for those of us that suffer because of mold in the air, this is a powerful, powerful cleanser. The body system, of course, is the immune and the respiratory system. That's number one. So if you have, like my daughter right now is suffering from sinus issues, and that lemon myrtle would go in the diffuser, or you could use it with a carrier. Use it where the sun doesn't shine, because it's still, I still consider it. Let me see if it says if it's photosensitive. It doesn't say it here, but let me see. That's down, true lemon oil. The intensity is 5. The intensity is 5.
So what does that mean?
The smell is powerful. I don't see that it's saying it's a hazard to be in the sun. So it's the botanical family is myrtle shrubs. So it's not considered citrus, even though
So if it's
you could wear it on.
powerful, you wouldn't want to use it right on your sinuses.
No, I would. I would.
You would.
Powerful
Okay.
5 is that it's good powerful. We're not talking about a weak oil. We're talking about a strong oil. So you might use it with a little bit of carrier. You always want to check the carrier, but it is from shrubs. I use eucalyptus directly on my face. If you do not use eucalyptus directly on your face and you need a carrier oil, then you do you. I use eucalyptus because I have respiratory issues and I put it directly on my face. And this is, they said it matches the eucalyptus. So I'm very excited about that because I didn't know it matched the eucalyptus. So I live and learn with you guys. I just saw that in the reference book. And I'm very, go ahead. I'm listening.
So lemon myrtle, you would use it if you've got a strong germicidal. So can this be done internally or not?
Okay.
I would not do it generally. Yeah.
No, that's a good one. It doesn't give me anything about using it internal. It says Vitaflex points and directly to the area of concern and diffuse. So it's topical and aromatherapy. It doesn't say internal use in my book.
Okay, topical. So the other thing I want to know is the ones for Stay Calm, the Harmony, Peace and Calm, Valor, and Stress Away. Are those topical or internal?
It's mostly topical.
Topical.
Not
topical.
It's when you want to know if an oil is for internal use, just an easy rule of thumb, look to see if it comes in the white label. Now, I have some people that know their stuff and they drink oils that I do not drink, but I can't tell you drink something if I'm not drinking it. Do you understand? It's like you and I drink the Kool-Aid together, so to speak, in the sense like, yeah, I drink that. But if I don't drink it, I can't say, I have my Mexican team. My Mexican team drink the eucalyptus oils. And when I went to South America, they boil the leaves and they drink the tea. I was not used to drinking the eucalyptus oils. They do that on a regular. And the Thieves with the white label has eucalyptus in it. So sometimes I just look at what's the white label. I look at all the ingredients, and then that gives me either the wisdom to know that I could take it internally or maybe just to stick to it topically. Harmony is mostly flower oils. So most of our flower oils are edible, but I just don't like the taste of flower oils, and Harmony does not come in the white label. But you can look at the ingredients. Feel free, because Young Living has a clear transparency thing, and on your account you can look at all the ingredients and you can make a personal decision. Our lavender I take internally. Our rose oil I have taken internally. Go ahead.
All the Stay Calm things are topical or diffuser?
Topical.
Yeah.
Topical and diffusing. And but there's some emotional oils like the frankincense you could touch to the roof of your mouth. Those are calming emotionally. Like, let's just say you're going in a panic. You could put that directly under your tongue, the frankincense oils. The Harmony, the Stress Away, the Peace and Calming, I use topically, and I put it over my heart and my pulse points and across my head, and you'll feel emotionally grounded very quickly.
And your belly button.
Yeah.
Belly button, because that's where your ganglion of all that nerve endings are. If you need to calm down, belly button is a nice one to remember too. Just one drop. And do you know what she's talking about, Tara? The white labels, they're called the Vitality line. I don't think you have so many in Canada. I'm not sure if you have all we have in the USA. But if you look on the USA, the Young Living site, go to Vitality Oils, and if it's there, you can take it internally because the United States FDA is very, very picky, and that means these oils that you'll see in the Vitality line have been approved to be taken internally by the FDA, just so you know that.
Okay, thanks.
And no, and the other thing to notice too, so let's just say you buy a lavender from Walmart and then you look at the lavender and ours says you could take internally. They're not the same oils. They're not the same oils. So on most other essential oils bottles, absolutely it says do not take internally. Young Living, since we're in charge of the farming, we're in charge of the bottling, we're in charge of the distilling. They stand behind the white label and say, absolutely put it in your mouth, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And most of us see results.
Yep. Strongest way you can use an oil. Yeah. Any more questions anybody wanted to ask tonight?
Those were good though.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Wait. I have one more for you on the lemon myrtle. It's also known as a sedative.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Yeah. So you could put that on your heart. You could do it on the belly button. You know, sometimes I apply it where I feel the stress. So the lemon myrtle, the last thing here. Now I said things like MRSA, I said things like Candida, but the lemon myrtle being a sedative it's tremendous.
Perfect. Thank you guys all very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for letting me be here with you.
Yeah, I'm so
Thank you,
happy
Chris.
I'm back up and running. I should be here from this point on, except maybe one night in a couple weeks.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah,
It's been
anytime. I try to, when I'm here, at least I try to invite a few of you on. And you guys all have a great evening. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for
Have a good
joining
night.
us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.